What if I told you that your dream $5,000 luxury bag was made in the same Chinese factory as a $50 one? The only difference? A logo. Yeah, let's talk about it. In case you've missed it, there have been a recent wave of behind-the-scenes footage and confessions by Chinese manufacturers who are exposing where luxury brands are really made from. And trust me, it's not what you think. But most importantly, what we're talking about here is what that means for you. You as a content creator, you as the personal brand. This isn't about canceling brands. That's not what we're here for. This is about learning the branding game so we can play it better, smarter, and more soulfully. Let's talk about what's happening and what it can teach us about value and why your brand story is the most powerful brand asset that you've got. Are you ready for this? Okay, let's dive into all the drama, but most importantly, the lessons. Ready, set, let's go. Hey there, I'm Renee from Raw Branded, and I help aspiring entrepreneurs to identify and package their unique story and genius into an authentic brand and business that attracts their soulmate clients. Hey there, my beautiful souls. I hope you're taking care and doing well. So everywhere you look in the interwebs, the conversation is circling about Louis Vuitton, Prada, and a little thing called Made in China. Here's what's happening. A number of Chinese factories are speaking out, and they're sharing video evidence about where luxury brands are really made. And many of those brands we admire, and let's be honest, a lot of us folks have saved up their coins for many a times, many a days, many a paychecks to afford those said luxury brands. But what's going on is those luxury companies are outsourcing their work to the same factories that are producing low-cost goods. In fact, not just any old low-cost goods. I'm talking about exact replicas. And here's the kicker. The materials, often similar. The labor, definitely the same. The difference in cost, astronomical. And why is that? Branding. We're talking about thousands of dollars in markups simply for having a brand name stamped on the front of a bag, stamped on sunglasses. These top-tier brands are now being called out for outsourcing their goods. Are not actually European brands. In fact, according to the TikTokosphere of it all, what we've learned is that when the logo is finally placed on it in said European country, then that brand claims that it's made in that country when really it was made in China, or at least 90%, 99% of the production was done there. So that's causing controversies. And then, of course, politics is now creating a whirlwind around the whole topic. But again, this isn't a takedown and this isn't about politics. What I want to do is flag for you the wake-up call. This is what branding does. It creates a perceived value, what you think is important right off the bat. Branding is about storytelling. It's about developing emotion. It's a difference between just any old white t-shirt and the white t-shirt with a Nike swoosh on it. This is the difference between paying $5 for a product and paying $500 for that same product with a luxury logo on it. The takeaway here isn't to stop buying luxury, okay? That's not where we're going here. We're not going down that route. It's this. If branding can make a $50 bag worth $5,000, imagine what it can do for your coaching business. So for you guys, you're here creating your personal brand. You're creating your online presence. You're creating your business. You don't need even the biggest following. We've seen this also time and time again as small content creators who are netting tons of dollars in their businesses and they don't have a huge following, and yet they're still successful. How is that happening? What's happened is that they've gotten branding down to a science. Yes, think luxury, bigger brand, but bring it home now to what it means for you and me. When you're branding, you have to have a clear message and a strong point of view. If we're going to talk like the Hermes of it all or the Louis or fill in the blank, they all have a clear point of view with their brand. They're saying that it stands for this said status. They're saying that you can be a part of this said story. And for those people who are looking at those labels and are seeing it as aspirational, they're seeing themselves as part of that story. That's what you're going to do too when you're creating your personal brand. That's what you should be doing. You have your own story. You're your own Louis Vuitton, Hermes, fill in the blank, luxury premium brand. And what you need to do is position yourself so that your audience, your clients can see that same value. which makes the difference between people swiping left or continuing to scroll and actually paying attention to your content. Now, for the coaches who are over 40, you're in midlife. This is all new to you. You're probably 10 Louis Vuittons deep into your purchases, or maybe not. We're exaggerating here, but you have experience. You've lived at least 1, 2, 3 lifetimes. You have a ton of experience. You maybe had a corporate career. Maybe you had a marriage or 2 or 3 under your belt. Or maybe you're just simply figuring life out, and that's okay. I want you to hear this. You've already lived at least one chapter, one story that you can pull from. You're not starting from scratch. You're actually starting from experience, lots of it. And yes, the world is watching 20-year-olds go viral on TikTok, and that's amazing for them. I love that for them. What do we bring? We bring depth and insight and transformation, and that is branding gold. You can't make that up. That is something that can't be replicated. And everyone's got a unique story, so remember, you just need to bring that experience to the table as your unique brand, your own name brand experience. I don't want you to underestimate your wisdom and the value that you offer. It's easy to forget that, especially when we're grinding, you're working. This is sometimes the last thing you're thinking about. Right now, you're probably thinking about, what's my niche? What do I bring to the table? What expertise can I draw from? Your experience, all of the amazingness, the wisdom that you're bringing to the forefront, which is invaluable. Sometimes that gets lost and that gets forgotten. Don't undervalue yourself. That's one thing I want you to remember. So if a logo can drive up a price tag, just think about your own personal brand when it's backed by integrity and experience and your personality and how you deliver it, how you relate to people. Think of the combination of all of that when it's pulled together, how invaluable that is. So when you're thinking about the value that you bring and you're thinking about the luxury experience, think of that with your own business. This whole luxury reveal. Yes, it's a gentle reminder. And it also goes to show you that what's real doesn't always have to shout. You know what I mean? At this point in time, at our age, you're talking from experience, then you don't have to put on a lot of razzmatazz for it to be a luxury experience working with you. The value is in the energy that you bring. It's not in the hocus pocus of it all. And that's what makes your work worth investing in. It's not about pretending to be perfect. It's about being real, raw, rooted, honest, radiant, all the R's, but most importantly, being and showcasing your value. That's where the true luxury comes from. So now you know what's going on behind the scenes. Let's bring it back to your business. If you're ready to start positioning yourself like the premium brand that you are, then download my free guide on mapping out your business and brand. It's called the 7 Steps to Attract Raving Fans to Your Brand. The link is below, and again, it is free. So download that, and that'll help to give you some direction into what you need to do to get your business and your personal brand started. And if you're fully ready to dive into this and you want this foundation and strategies in one soulful course, then I urge you to purchase my course on building your personal brand and business called The Product Is You. In The Product Is You, you'll learn how to create an authentic brand and business that will allow you to attract your ideal clients. We walk through the whole process of validating your offer, creating your authentic brand, setting up content creation and marketing strategies to attract your soulmate clients, and ultimately creating an authentic and profitable business that feels good to you and your clients. We go through the whole process, step by step by step. Once again, the link for more information is down below, so check that out. What's one thing that you've been undervaluing about yourself and your brand? Drop that comment below. In fact, I want to know what's one thing that you believe will help your brand to be on a luxury status. I'm interested in hearing. Now we're talking luxury and we're talking about personal brands. What do you think is going to make your personal brand at a luxury status? Comment below and let's chat about it. And of course, if you like this video, then like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you keep seeing videos like this one in your feed. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.